So in the book of Leviticus, we have a small section, chapters 18 through 20, that are dedicated to how people should treat one another. We should start out with kind of talking about the general principle here about how do we take these things in the modern day. For one part, we need to see that God is giving this laws to specific people that are very broken by sin's effects. God is going to do something through Israel, like we had talked about in the Genesis videos. He's using Israel in order to relate to humanity and to bring humanity back to him, to deal with the sin in people. And so he's putting laws that are going to be able to manage the evil within this kind of corrupt people that have these noetic effects of sin on them. And he's going to use his presence over time to really develop in people the ability to really live more and more like what we see in Jesus later on. So we see laws here, though, that do talk about real general principles about how people should treat one another. So we see principles of honesty, of sexual purity. We see principles of how whether someone is a foreigner, whether they're an orphan, a widow, whether they're deaf, whatever their situation is, that we ought to treat them with dignity as a fellow human being. We see laws about how we ought to respect our parents. We ought to respect authority.